Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth, and I have to tell you, this is now the second time I'm going to record this part. Oh my god. So, I recorded this technically right after the last part, last night. Last night to me, but, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I recorded the whole thing, and whatever, and then all of a sudden I look over and my recording thing, when I turned it off, it didn't turn off, and then when I turned it on, it turned off. So, yeah. And I'm mad because I even looked and I could see the little thing, the little emblem that shows that it's recording was on, but it wasn't. So I don't know, and I'm so mad. So I sat here literally for an hour, recorded this part, and then I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And now I get to do it again. Not that I mind because I love this game, but I do mind because I just spent an hour for nothing. So, like, because I gotta do it again. So anyway, luckily I had saved right after this so that it wasn't like, because sometimes if I record back-to-back, I don't save. Thank God I did. Woo, because that would have sucked. Anyway, I carefully climbed the ladder to the roof. The wind outside is so strong, and with the train's speed, I might be blown right off the roof if I'm not careful. In the howling wind, with my clothes being pulled about, I start making my way across the roof. I have to use all the skills I've learned to head to the other side of the next car without making any careless noises. I somehow make it to the connector. It looks like I'll be able to take care of this before we reach the track switch. Right before I attach the device, a sudden curiosity makes me turn around. There are no black curtains over the window on this side of the car, and I can see into the interior. But what? There's nobody in the car we're supposed to disconnect. Did Lupin get the wrong car? There's no way. At that moment, I feel something hard pressed against my temple. I slowly look up and see a man standing there. Cross your hands behind your head. Don't resist and I won't shoot you. I obey him, moving slowly. He orders me to walk, and the two of us slowly enter another train car, not the one Lupin and I had planned to disconnect. There are almost a dozen soldiers in here. If I had to take on this number of guards by myself, there's no way I could win. Don't give up. Look for an opportunity. That's how Lupin had taught me to think when caught in a situation like this. Thanks to his lessons, I was able to calmly observe my surroundings without panicking. Nobody utters a word. The only sound is the rattle of the train along the tracks. I wonder what happened to the others. Did my failure put them all in danger? As I'm thinking this... you certainly are a quiet one. Several Twilight soldiers stand around me as I sit in the narrow passage, my legs tucked beneath me. The man who captured me is smiling at me in a calm manner that seems oddly out of place in this situation. I was expecting a young girl such as yourself to cry, or scream, or make some sort of commotion. Look! Don't assume just because I have a vagina that I go into hysterics, bitch. I'll kick you in the nuts. Fuck off, dude. I'll show you hysterics. I'm gonna get punchy up in here. Yeah. I mean, seriously, it's like, oh, I would have thought a girl would cry. I'll make you cry, motherfucker. You want to cry? I'll make you cry. Because now I'm mad. Mad. I mean, seriously. Condescending and sexist is that bullshit. It would seem that you have more self-control than you let on. Or are you merely mute from terror? I'm scared, but it's in times like this that I most need to remain calm. I'm glad that she's actually a heroine that's like, psh, no, scared, but I'll kick your ass. And not like, oh, someone save me. I mean, she does get saved a lot, don't get me wrong, but she at least tries and puts an effort and is learning to, like, defend herself and sometimes saves them. So, like, Like, she's a pretty strong character. I like this. I know I've said this a million times, but I have to keep emphasizing this because when it comes to these games, sometimes the heroine is usually like, oh, I don't know how to open a door by myself. I need a man to help me. I don't like that. I like this. Like, I don't know anything because I forgot everything. But I'll kick your ass still, buddy. that kind of shit. It's good. I like it. It's a nice balance. Haha, I see, I see. Wonderful. I'd like some of my men to follow your example of composure. Yeah, well, I suppose you are a unique individual, after all. To us, and to him, and to the entire world. Him? The world? What is he talking about? I open my mouth to ask, but I'm cut off by a voice coming from behind the man. This conversation is unnecessary, Alistair. Fine. Be your usual cruel self, denying this old fool the joy of conversation. Haha. The man referred to as Alistair chuckles to himself and moves aside. The person standing behind him is... the hair man. We finally meet, sister. The speaker is a young boy, sitting on an armrest of one of the train seats. His hair is a white golden color. His eyes are jade, each a different shade. His voice is as cold as ice, and he turns a thin smile towards me. Sister, who are you? Oh, that's right. You wouldn't know who I am. You were always asleep. You only awoke a year or so ago. But you have knowledge, don't you, sister? You and I share the same father. That would make it a simple matter to figure out why I call you my sister, yes? Sister, that means we must be related by blood. Well, sort of. And he has a connection with my father. Could it be? Are you my younger brother? The boy nods, satisfied. Yes, indeed, I am your younger brother. My name is Phineas. What's more, I am currently the leader of Twilight, and the person you have come here for. How can you be my brother? It's the truth. I am your brother. Your one and only remaining family member. I'm so surprised I forget to breathe. I can't believe I have a brother. And that this sibling, sitting right in front of me, is the Twilight Commander. Who could have imagined it? You're right. You and I have inherited the dreams of our father, Isaac Beckford. We inherited his dreams? I can't help but repeat what he said. Do I surprise you? Of course. Anyone would react this way in discovering the people hunting you are led by family. What's more, he likes saying that, right? What's more? What's more? What's more? And then? No more and then. No and then. You have something you want to ask me, don't you? About why Twilight wants you? About the horologium in your chest? About your memory, perhaps? Why your body is filled with poison and what it is? And, of course, about whether or not it's possible to remove that poison. How did you know? How? You're funny. You and your crew tried to trap me, but you fell into our trap instead. I leaked the information that I would be aboard this train, knowing it would reach your ears. With just a touch of a lie regarding the amount of security that would be with me. I just wanted to meet you already, so I'd throw out some bait to lure you in. Oh, is all this new information confusing to you? Don't worry, we can go over all of it again later. This probably isn't a very relaxing place for you. Alistair, we've secured my sister. Let's go. Ah! Van Helsing. Always Van Helsing. Always super. You know what? I'm a damsel in distress if he's the one showing up to save my ass. Oh, I can't open the door, Van Helsing. We need your help. That's about the only reason it's justified. It's fucking Van Helsing. A dull explosion shakes me to the core, and the man who had me at gunpoint earlier nods. Oh, well, oops. Okay, I'm a little ahead. Van Helsing's not here yet. Whoops! Van Helsing, save me! I can't figure out how to turn the lock! We've just wrapped things up as well. I turn back and see the train car behind us falling behind, getting further away. This means that I've been isolated from Lupin and the others. No more interruptions. Now we just... Suddenly the window shatters as someone leaps through the glass to stand between Phineas and me. Okay. Now it's Van Helsing. He's a little bit behind, but it's okay. The Twilight soldiers react quickly, but faster still are a fusillade of gunshots. I can't. I can't with that. I tried that last time. That takes them down one after another. Fusilade? Fuselage? I thought it was a G. I don't know. Me don't know words. Words know me, done, none, have, no with words, with the things and the letters and the word thingies and the speaky, ready thing. Don't do. It seems you spoke too soon. We have an unwanted visitor, Alistair. It looks like you didn't quite finish your job. Don't be too hard on me. Most plans go awry when you're up against the human weapon. Thank you, but Van Helsing doesn't let me finish. Ugh, he's so fine. He holds up a hand to stop me and keeps his distance, staring at Finis. Nobody move. If anyone so much as lifts a finger, I will shoot this man. I'll shoot Finis. Van Helsing points a gun at Finis. He's completely calm and seems to have firmly set his mind on a course of action. This man, this boy. He's like fucking 14, if anything. I mean, let's say if we're like 18 to 20, what's he like, 16, 17 fucking tops? Let's just say we're 20. He's like 17, 18. He's barely a man. He's a man-child, okay? But he looks 10. That's all I'm saying. Sensing his tense, murderous intent, the few conscious soldiers around us show no signs of taking action. Although it does make it creepy if in the second game we have a romancy path with him. Because he's our brother, so that's creepy as fuck. And I'm not talking about, like, I mean, in Amnesia Memories, it was weird. They were, like, our adopted brothers. We grew up with them. They were, like, but they weren't blood-related. And T's technically, I'm sure, not blood-related because I'm a homunculus. Spoiler alert. If you haven't fucking come this far, you should know this by now. So really no spoiler. You should know this. So we're obviously not really related, but at the same time, related enough that a romancy path would be creepy. Plus, he's a young boy. Ew. Gross. Like, gross. No. And, like, Van Helsing keeps referring to him as I'll shoot this man. Okay, so maybe Finis, but let's pretend he's 18, and we're, like, 20. Not as creepy. But still, he's related to us. He's like our brother, and he thinks of us as his sister. That's creepy as fuck. So I'm really hoping the little path with him in the second one is just we get to be friends with him and get to know him and, like, you know, you get to know a little bit more about Finis. It's like that as opposed to, like, a, like, romancy thing, because that's just creepy. I want none of that. I'm sure we'll get to know more of the story and how we're not actually blood related and he's like some kind of magical creature. It's just like we are, and we were just created by the same person, so, I mean, but still concerned about it. Anyway. Now, who do we have here? The infamous Abraham Van Helsing himself. It's been a while, hasn't it? When did we last speak? Quiet. You've always been nothing but empty threats. Why don't you just pull that trigger instead of wasting our time? Shut up. Aim well. The head or the heart. Strike out at any part you like. I said shut up. Van Helsing roars in agitation and his gun roars along with him. I love the fact, though, like, when, as we're going into this, like, he's so, like, he could have just come in here and just stabbed the fuck out of him, but he's more like, I want to kill you, you bastard, but I can't, because he has a conscience. But he killed all those vampires, and I feel like his guilt on that is like, you should kill Finis. You should have, like, no qualms. You're like, I've killed so many fucking people, there should be no problem, but yet it's a problem. It's kind of fucking adorable. At the same time, take a little bit of Saint Germain and be a little bit more shooty with him. Just, like, kill the motherfucker. That's all. Part of a metal seat beside Finis is twisted out of shape in an instant. Try to joke around with me again, and I will kill you without hesitation. Kill me? You can't kill me. It's impossible. Would you like me to try? He cocks his gun. Taking this for a sign, the Twilight Soldiers more in unison, take fighting stances with their slender blades. The man standing next to Finis, Alistair, takes a step forward. Abraham, put the gun down, won't you? For old time's sake. I can't do that, Alistair. Van Helsing responds without hesitation. Do these two know each other? This just, you know, makes me so much angrier, like, just this whole part, like, with what happens in Van Helsing's path, and that Alistair is just like, man, I remember that Van Helsing had said he was a member of Twilight in the past. I have only a moment with my own thoughts. Finis, I'm gonna kill you here and now. But Van Helsing, this whole mission! If I can kill Finis with my own hands, that becomes my top priority. Van Helsing! You should like smack a shut up. Hey! Not cool! Let him. Just let him. Stop being so... You can't make up your mind. What? Again, you're wasting an opportunity with unnecessary talk. You won't pull the trigger because you can't make a decision. Do you fear dying? Or perhaps you fear her dying? Yeah, because he loves us. Or no, maybe... Are you afraid that I won't die? Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, his eyes are... Now, his eyes look almost the same color. If they're slightly different, you can't even tell. They're supposed to be 2 different shades of green, but they're... Well, in 2 different... Oh, maybe she meant when she said they're jade, 2 different shades. What, did she say each a different shade? Or did she say 2 different shades? Because it, like, he's got, like, 2 different green colors in the drawing in his eyes. But his eyes look both the same color to me. So it would have just been cool if they actually, like, had done them 2 different colors. I mean, okay. The one on the left looks more blue than the one on the right to me. Barely. But that could just be my brain, like, trying to see 2 different colors. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Anyway. Van Helsing says nothing and just glares at Finis. His gun trembles slightly, but I can't tell if it's from rage or fear. I can't move. The strange atmosphere permeating the room has completely swallowed us. At this rate, we'll... Suddenly, a loud crash breaks the silence as a cannonball the size of my fist smashes through the window. Good old Lupin. I've seen these many times during training. Van Helsing, duck! Van Helsing reacts quickly. Red, blue, green, yellow. The fireworks go off, shrieking furiously. Cars filled with sound and light. The soldiers quickly take cover behind the seats or step forward to protect Finis. Intimidation through fire, an escape tool that suits Lupin's style. Doesn't hurt anyone, but surprises them. It's especially effective against trained enemies who try to anticipate what's next. Enemies who don't know about the trick are taken aback, and those who know about it can use the surprise as an opportunity. I guess the way that's worded sounds weird, because I was like, why would enemies know about it? That would suck. But, like, enemies are taken aback, but those who know, like, so... Those, like you, the good guys who know, kind of what it was more leading to, but it just sounds weird in context. But anyway. Spacey! Yes? Lupin's voice comes in through the window. Ah. He's hanging from a rope ladder, and he reaches his hand out to me. It seems that he's somehow hanging from the side of the ornithopter. Ah, boyfriend number 2. Over here! Run! Lupin shouts to be heard over the bursts of the fireworks. I won't let you escape, sister. Okay, see, here his eyes look 2 different colors. Totally, absolutely. The left one is blue and the right one is green. That, but the other thing, it was barely different. This is, like, noticeably different. He pushes his guards aside and tries to grab me. See, in that, you can barely tell the difference, though. Gah! Next time, I will strike Finis. Right before Van Helsing leaps from the train, he helps me by firing his gun. I just like the fact that he shoots and he jumps out the train and it's like, so you don't even stop to make sure I get off? Okay, whatever. Thanks a lot. What? No, it's okay. It's okay. I got this. Some hero you are. It's okay. I still love you. Nice butt. I mean, he did. Come on. The train is still going full speed. I'm not as tough as Van Helsing. If I hit the ground, it would undoubtedly kill me. But, so what? I have faith that Lupin will catch me. Yeah, you do. Lupin! Just as Finis's fingers brush against me, I get a short running start and jump with all my might out the open window. And see, this is why we don't have that dress on. Because that skirt is really great, but it'd be so fucking long, Finis would have just been like, I'm just going to grab your fucking skirt. I mean, this thing is like 4,000 pounds. I mean, Jesus. He would have just grabbed it and yanked us back in. I can't control my body as I tumble in the thrashing wind. The ground rushes up. Lupin's strong arms catch me before I hit. You jumped. Good job. Ah, he's so fucking pretty. And our eyes are the size of goddamn Texas, but okay. As soon as Lupin has a hold on me, the ornithopter turns away from the train. I mean, I know that we saw this and we see this every single time, but it's still goddamn beautiful. Look at him. He is so fucking pretty. In an instant, we've gained distance from the train. As it gets smaller and smaller, I see Finnis look out the window at us. And for some strange reason, he's smiling, as if he's enjoying that we resisted. It's an expression of glee, like that of a small child discovering a fun toy. Lupin tightens his grip on me, as if he got the same impression from Finnis's face. We fell right into his trap. He says this in a low voice, tinged with frustration. I know, because it just makes him look bad. He's like, I have this fabulous plan, and oh my god, it was a trap, and I didn't see it, and Herlock tried to catch me. It's like I'm losing my touch. There, Lupin. We'll comfort you later. Yes. We failed the mission, but he's probably concerned that letting Finnis escape will prove to be an even greater threat later. Finnis, Twilight's leader, and perhaps my brother. It should be impossible to believe, yet I feel as if I felt his cold gaze somewhere before. A long, long time ago. Somewhere. Hey, you two! We're running low on fuel. I'm gonna speed up so it'll get a little shaky, so hang on. Impei's shout brings me back to my senses. For now, what matters most is that we've escaped from Twilight's clutches. Right, don't worry about us. We're counting on you to get us back to the rendezvous point, Impei. What about Victor? Don't worry about him. I've already picked him up. So that's that. We're done here, so let's get the hell... What's the matter, Spacey? I don't know. My chest is burning. Your chest? Did something happen to the horologium? I don't know. It's a pulsing, searing pain. I tightly hold my chest and watch the train disappear into the distance. Cece, it's time to eat. I pour some dog food onto a plate and place it on the floor. Cece eagerly runs to it. Wow, Cece's really warmed up to you. Yes, we sleep together every night. I'm jealous. Damn, should have been born a dog. Cece, you fuzzy little Casanova, change places with me. Hey, what the ow? No biting, ouch. Perhaps he doesn't think it's a fair trade. I'd have to say I agree. The Count joins in our conversation as he reads the newspaper. Do you realize how mean you're being? Whoa, Cece, knock it off! You're trying to rip my clothes to pieces? Impei stands up and starts flailing and causing a commotion around the table. Cece, stop it. Impei saved your life. Cece comes back to eat when I call out to him. Hey, that's right. You need to have a little gratitude. A little less attitude, a little more gratitude, dog. You're all so noisy. Can't we even have breakfast in peace? Oh, don't be so grumpy. Oh, somebody's on me because his plan failed. So cute and scrumpy. Oh no, it's best when meals are lively. When I eat with you, the food seems so much more delicious than eating by myself. Several days have passed since the failed kidnapping mission. Surprisingly, not much has changed around us since then. Twilight didn't find out where we are, and we haven't faced any sort of danger. On the surface, our days are more peaceful than ever. And yet, Twilight's leader, Finnis, who claimed to be my brother, it seems that he's the person Van Helsing has mentioned before. Back on the train, Van Helsing had been ready to kill him. He hasn't told any of us the reason why. My own mysteries about the poison in my body and my missing father, what happened to my memory, they've only become more confusing since that boy appeared, claiming to be my brother. And after our encounter with him, it felt like the horologium in my chest grew hot. It's back to normal now. I wonder what that was about. to think that the information I obtained was the trap itself. It puts my reputation as a master thief to shame.
Huh. What's past is past. Don't keep reliving it.
Van Helsing, you seem oddly calm. The individual acting as Twilight's leader. I heard you hold quite a grudge against this person, Finis. Van Helsing puts his tea down and lets out a deep sigh.
I suppose there's no use hiding it. You're right. That is the truth. My target is none other than Finis.
His firm voice echoes in my ears.
I missed the opportunity this time, but it won't happen again. Next time, I will make sure he dies. That is all.
Van Helsing. Van Helsing looks calm as he speaks, but at the same time, he seems like a string wound so tight it would break with a touch. That reminds me, Finis is definitely a concern. There is something else I'm curious about.
Abraham, put the gun down, won't you? For old time's sake.
There was an older man named Alistair. He seemed to know Van Helsing, but he was very much part of Finis's group. I wonder how they know each other. Every time we spoke about the mission, we tended to focus only on Finis. I couldn't find the right time to tell the others about that other man. And since Van Helsing doesn't seem to want to mention anything about him, maybe I shouldn't bring it up. The feeling of failure from the other day starts to wear on us. I realize that Victor is clutching his head with an extremely gloomy look. What's the matter? Are you still hung up on the mission?
You guys are all bringing me down. Whatever happened, we're all back safe. Like Van Helsing said, let's just wait for the next opportunity.
Yes, and this isn't just an opinion coming from mere optimism. Now that we know who our enemy is, we have one more trick up our sleeves in order to counter them. Oh, that wasn't why I sighed just now.
Well, what is it? Speak up. If there's something you want to say it so we can all understand.
Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you all this, too. It's not a problem I should be tackling alone. We all stopped eating at Victor's serious tone. You see, should I really be telling you this? Oh, come on. What is it already? Just spit it out. I have a good idea what this is about. I have no idea myself. Tell us, Victor. Well, you see, I have no more money. No money? Yes, a little while ago, I took it upon myself to take the role of managing all of our finances, right? Yes, we gave you all our money, and you would distribute it depending on what our budget needs were.
Before then, we just put everything in a big pile and take whatever we needed. Your financial management skills are atrocious. Really, just deplorable.
You're one to talk. You're always going to Victor for a handout.
Do you lack mental capacity along with common sense? Costs money to acquire ammunition. Even a child understands that.
No common sense at all. You're really on point with that one. How did we get into this mess? I like how he's like, yeah, we're broke. I don't know how this happened. It's so fucking cute. What do you mean? The thing is, the very day I was put in charge of your books, I came face to face with a shocking truth. There was no money to manage to begin with. That's what I thought. I've often seen you sigh every time you opened your wallet. This concerns you too, Count. We've got nothing. Do you understand? Soon we won't have enough for daily meals. Yeah, but the Saint's got money coming out of his ass. I mean, St. G's fucking loaded. So, I mean, I just don't understand. Like, it concerns you too. No, it doesn't. He's like, it doesn't concern me. I've got food. He's over there eating all this luscious food, and he's like, yeah, how's that ramen? It's a fucking top ramen, like 50 cents a packet at the grocery store.
Are you serious? How do we end up like this? Do I smell embezzlement?
Impey, do you remember how much it cost to maintain the ornithopter?
Oh.
So you're the problem, Impey. Unbelievable. And the development of your escape items, Lupin? Those ended up costing 3 times as much as you originally requested. Well, I had some new ideas and couldn't help myself.
You mean to take on the nation's top intelligence agency when you can't keep... Oh, you mean to take on the nation's top intelligence agency when you can't keep track of your money? This is embarrassing. And you, Van Helsing, the money you spent on bullets is greater than what Lupin or even Impey spent. What did you say?
So you didn't use much money for your own research, Victor? I used more than anybody else. What? I didn't hear you. What did you say? I spent the most! I fucking love this conversation. It's so great. It's just so great because she's like, so you didn't use anybody? He's like, yeah. What? I didn't hear that. Okay, yes, I did. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fucking love it. The little bits of sass in her are just great. I love it. You did?
What? What nerve do you have to be lecturing us then?
I see. So you couldn't come out and say it because you were all at fault as well.
Or you were at fault as well.
I'm very sorry. I just made too many flash bombs for the abduction mission. And Lupin had told me not to worry about finances as long as I was creating something useful, so...
Hey! Don't throw me under the trolley. I fucking love that. Don't throw me under the trolley. I'm gonna start using that. Like, I'm gonna toss that bitch under the trolley.
It's so much better than bus. Oh my god, it's great. Lupin, you took quite a large sum of money saying you needed it to gather information. That can't be helped. It's a necessary cost. The best way to get people to do what you want is to fork over some cash. Impey came crying to me to create supplementary fuel for the Ornithopter's backup engine.
Yes. I may have requested something like that from you.
How about you, Van Helsing? Did you ask Victor for anything?
Guilt look. Look at the guilty look. He's looking at me. He's trying to glare at me like, how dare you ask? But
oh, look at you. You're trying to glare at me, you naughty little bastard. It's not gonna work.
Well, when he came to me, it was more like, you know what'll happen to you if you don't make me a new type of explosive.
Van Helsing! You shouldn't go around threatening your teammates.
That explosive saved your life. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
So basically, everyone is responsible.
Are you seriously saying it's so bad that we don't even have enough for food?
Yeah, we should be able to keep hunger at bay for a while using the preserved food stored here at the mansion.
I don't have much ammunition left.
Maybe you can try hitting people with your gun instead of shooting them.
Fine. Gun is merely a tool. If worst comes to worst, I'll fight empty-handed. I guess not even the human weapon is a match for the power of money.
Impey, you're forbidden from tinkering with machines.
What? Oh, wait a minute! Tinkering is like breathing for me! You're trying to kill me!
I'm going to give up my daily research too. I'd like it if you could cooperate. This is very, very bad. Food is one thing, but if we can't defend ourselves when twilight comes knocking, it's not funny. Food is one thing, but if we can't have our fun money to do the shit that then we're fucked, dude. Like, we can starve, but Van Helsing needs his ammunition, Impey needs his machines, I need my gadgets, and Victor needs to be whatever the fuck Victor does. Oh my god. It's basically Lupin right there. I should have done that all in Lupin's voice, it would have been better, but... I guess no one is safe from poverty. Except for the Count. He's over there like... He's like fucking Scrooge McDuck. He's like, I'll be back. I'm gonna go swim in my money vault. Bastard. This is becoming a depressing conversation.
That's right. Oh, Sainty G!
No can do. I don't want to be part of your unpredictable expenses.
Don't be like that. If we sold off just a couple of your antiques, I think we could get a pretty hefty amount.
I see. You want to involve my art. I don't mind, but I trust you'll be prepared to endure a suitable punishment. What's this? Saint Germain is smiling his usual smile, but I sense a deep anger underneath.
Sainty... Sir, Count Saint G... Sir?
Just stop it. Say anything more and he'll kick you right out of the mansion.
Never mind. I'll stay put.
If man shall not work, he shall not eat. Those who can work must work hard. Such is the law of society. Why don't you all put some of your talents to use and go make some money?
He's like, bitches, get a job. Get a job. Na 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 na. Get a job. Na 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 na. My dad used to sing that to me. God, I feel like he sang that. I had a job, but it was like, because maybe just my memory of when he sang it to me. It was like before when I dropped out of college, and like moved in with my parents, and I didn't have a job, and that's what he would sing. Get a job. Na 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 na. Get a job. And he would dance too. It's pretty funny. Oh, good times. Good times. And then I went back to college, and still fucking paying for that shit. Doesn't pay! It's a piece of paper that I did not need to do my current job. What the hell? I paid a lot of money to get a job that doesn't pay me nearly enough to pay back my student loans. Fuck my life. Anyway, our talents? Then Lupin is the best suited. He can steal riches from those who obtain money illegally. No way. That would be a crime. So what? You're a thief. Theft is a crime. I may be a thief, but I am a gentleman thief. I take action not for myself, but for others. I don't steal for personal gain. That's just my code. Then how do you make your money? How did you make your money up until now? I would punish bad guys and return their money to the original owner. Minus a small handling fee, of course. Then go find some rich people who have been stolen from and collect some more of these handling fees. Again, that would be acting for my own gain. The moment I start acting for myself, I'd no longer be a gentleman thief. It's like, he can't even I need money. It's like, I'm going to go do the right thing and take some money for it. But I can't go do it because I need money. I have to do it for the sake of doing it. You're still doing the right thing. It's, oh my God, he's fucking insane. It's funny. I love it. I mean, I get it. The second I'm out there, hey, did you have something stolen for you? I'm going to go steal it back for you minus a handling fee because I'm broke. That's wrong. But if I'm the injustice of someone stealing something from you, I'm going to go steal it back. And oh, by the way, I'm going to take a handling fee. That's okay. It all leads to the same thing, Lupin. Just wrap your head around it the other way. This Lupin guy's a little complicated. I think he's very cool, though. Everyone turns to me. It's just what I think. I stammer out an excuse, but Lupin smiles and thanks me. If we can't count on Lupin, we have to find some sort of work. But we can't focus all of our efforts on making money. If only there was one big job that paid a lot in a short time. Oh, look! Deus Ex Machina coming up here. Like, oh, look! Happen to find this. Why don't we go back to the casino and make some money there? Do you remember how we won an insane amount last time? We've been blacklisted from entering any casino for a while. We won that much? Yes, if only we still had our winnings, we wouldn't be worried about money now. Okay, so here's the thing. So you won an insane amount of money, right? Okay, wait for it. Because I recorded this yesterday, so. That's right, but it all went to waste when somebody started shooting up the place. So that's the thing. So they won a ton of money, but they didn't have their money in their hands. What happened to the money? They just, it went flying everywhere and they ran away? So Van Helsing comes in and they left, so they should be able to go back because it's like, we may have won an insane amount of money, but you didn't give it to us. Either the casino didn't give us our money because Van Helsing came in and interrupted before we could collect. So technically the casino still has all of our money, so they should let us back in because they didn't lose anything. They actually gained more money, right? All the money we paid in, and they paid us nothing out, even though they owed us. Or Van Helsing came in and we screamed through all of our money and ran. The fuck? That's I don't care. But you don't throw your money and run. So, it got lost. It's there. It's at the casino, so they never took... Well, shit. Damn it, Van Helsing. This is your fault. Oh, don't look at me like that. You're too hot. Okay, we forgive you. I'm just imagining him off to the right there. With that look on his face, that glary look, you know, the one he always has. His, you know, normal face. Van Helsing doesn't react to Impey at all, but his eyes narrow as he reads the newspaper in front of him. There's a good job. He lays the newspaper down on the table and gestures at the page. Look at page 3 here. Classifieds. Help wanted, looking for a teacher to teach at North London Seminary?
North London Seminary? That's an old girls' school. Let's do it.
You'll never make it past the interview. His motives are impure. You're going to teach, Van Helsing? No, I was pointing to the ad below it. Reward posted? The Adele and Brutus firm has received a note informing them of the intent to rob this year's annual outdoor auction. The Adele and Brutus firm? Isn't it the public front for the London firm? Oh, how bold of the thief to send a notice to such a place. The thief is after a pendant called Nosferatu's Saber. The thief has repeatedly committed crimes by appearing suddenly out of the darkness. A detailed description is unavailable as witnesses are knocked out with one blow.
Sounds a lot like you, Lupin.
I don't resort to vulgar violence. It's that thief who's been troubling London, making the rest of our kind look bad. Yes, we wouldn't want people to think thieves are bad guys or anything. I recall that Lupin mentioned something like this before. A spokesman for the firm says our firm will not yield to such threats.
Are you sure it's not you?
I said it isn't. We have decided to place a bounty on this thief. The reward is 10 million. We await the attendance of bounty hunters who are confident in their skills.
10 million? If we get that, I can have all the parts and devices I'll ever want.
Well, don't count money we haven't earned yet, but that isn't a bad deal.
If this thief appears at the auction as announced, capturing him will be simple. We greet him there and just grab him. Then our money troubles will be over.
But that will put us in contact with an organized crime ring. The earnings are huge, but it might be too risky. We're already up against one notorious group. I don't like this idea considering how much trouble it could turn into.
I don't really care what we do as long as we get some money. If you're all against it, I can go apprehend the thief on my own. Spacey, what do you think?
I'm supposed to say I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Like Victor said, we can't spend too much time worrying about trying to find money. If we need a lot of money, and soon, then I think it's necessary to put ourselves into a risky situation. You're right. And the fact of the matter is that we really do need the money.
But it's settled. We go rid the streets of this lowly cut-purse.
I think I sense some hostility here. After we talk some more, Jesus, bird. What are you doing? Crazy ass bird. What the fuck? After we talk some more,
we'll go to the location and check it out. We'll make our decision there based on what we see. Is that fine with you?
Yes, I think it's a good plan. No savage wannabe bandit is a match for Lupin, the gentleman thief. As the saying goes, set a thief to catch a thief, eh? Van Helsing stares at the newspaper.
Nosferatu's Saber.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. I was just remarking on what a beautiful pendant it is.
The article does have a photograph of the pendant, but the printing is grainy and hard to see. Van Helsing seems broody as he stares at the picture.
So, what I thought about, I didn't think about it until it comes up later, but because I was reading when I played this part the last time. You know, I like the fact that we've gone down all the paths and we're rereading this, because you catch little things like that, like, he's staring at it, but the picture's grainy. Okay, obviously knows something about it. But now we know from going down his path that he knows that it's Delacroix's necklace, like Deli's father's necklace, because he killed him and he was close to them. So, like, oh my god, I want to go on the roller coaster in the background! Sorry.
Like, oh my god, there's a roller coaster. I want to go. No. Let's go on the roller coaster. Fuck the casino. I wanted to go on the roller coaster. That would have been so much fun. Anyway, you know what I mean? So it's like, I like these little things because now we know. Or like, you know, when it's brought up the vampire war and Impey just kind of looks sad and that little thing. And now we know these little things were like, oh, he's sad because he's a vampire. Oh, like, I just like the little tidbits that you know once you play through that you don't catch the first time around because, you know, you don't know their backstories until you get further down their paths. But at this very last one, rereading the whole thing, we catch these little things and we go, oh, see, that makes sense. Like him being broody, staring at the necklace or the pendant is because he knows who it belongs to and he's remembering that. And like, we don't know that technically yet. I mean, we do obviously, but like the first time reading this, we didn't know that. So it just wouldn't, and it's not like we think back later, oh, hey, remember that tiny little, when Impey's sprite looked sad at that time? Oh, that's because of the, so I like it. I like the idea of rereading. I say this a lot. I think in every part I've been saying this, but I really like that we're rereading this thing. And I think that's what we should do in the second one. Because I'm assuming, I don't know how the second game goes if you can choose whoever you go down, but I think we should do it in the same order. So I think we should go down Victor, and then we go down Van Helsing, and then we go down Impey, Saint Germain, and then we do Lupin last. And obviously the first time we'll read through the whole game, and then the second times we'll just, I mean, I really don't know how it's formatted. Like, maybe it's completely different. Because how do they know when you start the game? Are you supposed to pick somebody so that that's the person that you're in a relationship with? Or, because you know what I mean? Like, the whole point of this is everything's generic. You're sort of path, and then the last few chapters are specifically on that guy. So I don't know how the second one's going to go. I guess we'll figure out when we get there. Anyway, later, we all arrive at the auction site. Among the well-dressed ladies and men are gruff-looking security guards in black. Is this the casino we went to before? Lupin nods. They do it all in the same place, then? They probably want to maximize their use of this space. They put a lot of revenue into attracting customers here. But is it all right for us to go in? Van Helsing caused quite a scene before. He knocked out a lot of guards.
Where is Van Helsing anyway? Did you get scared and take off?
Did who get scared?
What? Where did you come from?
Speak of the devil. Van Helsing, where were you? I had a talk with the event's host to make sure I was welcome. Even after what happened last time? Are you sure it's all right? He saw my abilities and allowed me to enter. I don't mean to cling to past glory, but my reputation still does precede me. The hero of the vampire war. I suppose it was an obvious choice that the host would like more power present. We agree with the Count and make our way to the venue. There's a large tent alongside where the auction is taking place. Inside are more elegant people, but one corner is strange.
This target is mine.
Ha, don't be stupid. With a reward this big, there's no way you'll get past me. There's a group of fierce-looking men gathered in one corner, looking tense. Are we going to stand with them? Don't worry about those fools. They're all insignificant. You could easily handle any one of them. It's so sweet. He thinks so highly of us. He loves us so much, and he thinks we can handle the big, tough, scary guys in the corner. Oh, Van Helsing! I love you so much right now. That's like the greatest, like, you could kick their ass. What? You love me so much, even though you call me stupid all the time. It doesn't seem that way. But I appreciate the vote of confidence, Hottie McHotterson. It's like hot pants. I look around and spot an unexpected face. Lupin, that man over there. You see him too. I wonder what that old guy's doing here. That's Imperial Guard Captain Lionheart. He usually guards the royal family. Do you know him? Yes, he tried to kidnap me. What?
You mean in Wales? Should we leave? Isn't her being here too much of a risk right now?
Don't worry. It was dark, and we're dressed differently. He wouldn't recognize us based on our appearance here. Besides, he has better things to worry about at present than little old me. He's not worried about you, bitch. He's worried about me. Jesus, not all about you, Lupin. I love him so much. What do you mean? Lupin glances at Lionheart with a mischievous look on his face. Huh? Well, well, here comes somebody looking all high and mighty. This isn't one of your dainty rich person balls. Scram. Excuse me? They're messing with him. Oh dear, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. He should have dressed more appropriately for this occasion. You, of all people, are saying that. Ahem, honored bounty hunters. Thank you for gathering here today. A man dressed in black appears on the main stage with a bright smile. I'd like to explain the terms of the bounty payment. Looks like we're getting the rundown now. There's no use being intimidated. Shall we go over? Are you sure we'll be all right? Our clothing stands out too. Do you think they'll hassle us like Lionheart? Not to worry. I guarantee that none of them will come near us. I wonder where the Count gets his confidence. I realize what he means as soon as we head into the crowd. Hey, isn't that Abe Van Helsing? Van Helsing? You mean the war hero Van Helsing? I heard he and his partner brought down the vampire lair, just the two of them, during the Vampire War. Seriously? No wonder they call him the human weapon. Van Helsing leads the way, and the men around us step aside respectfully. He's like hot and fucking awesome. It's amazing. Nice. All hail the great Van Helsing. The bromance is strong here. Even though Van Helsing's like, fuck off. Like, you love Lupin! Just a big pile. I'm just gonna squeeze both of you, little man sandwich. You've got quite the reputation. The MC continues speaking as we make our way towards the stage. According to the letter we received, the crime will take place at 10 p.m., which is when tonight's main item, Nosferatu's saber, will be put up for bid. Our firm prides itself in assuring an uninterrupted auction experience, no matter what happens. We must put this thief in his place to serve as an example to other reprehensible thieves who might otherwise threaten us. Please capture him. It doesn't matter how. Alive, preferably. We wish to avoid any unfortunate accidents if we can, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There are a few rough laughs and snickers from the bounty hunters in the audience. I see. So it's a dead or alive type of thing. No wonder they didn't ask the Yard for protection. They want to turn this into a warning. A warning? This firm places a great deal of pride in their reputation. They won't stand for some unknown thief belittling them. How much is obvious from the fact that the reward is so large, and they don't care if he's captured alive or dead. Perhaps Lionheart is stationed here in anticipation of what will transpire. He may want to capture the target himself and bring him to the authorities. If I'm assuming correctly, I'm sure the man believes strongly in the law. Captain Lionheart, he was always deadly serious when I was working as a royal alchemist. Count, you may be correct in that assumption. I look over at Lionheart, thinking back on our past interaction. You got a problem? You want to fight? Shut up, cretin! I can't hear what he's saying. They're still messing with him. From this point on, we request that you take positions guarding the items up for auction tonight. Catching the thief is worth 10 million. Catch him alive and we'll double it. 20 million. Gruff cheers rise up throughout the crowd. Why so much to catch him alive? As he said before, they'll torture then kill him, making an example to other would-be thieves of why you don't mess with the London firm. Torture? That's something painful, right? Painful beyond imagining. It seems the thief is in for a miserable fate if we hand him over. I don't feel good about earning money at the expense of someone else's life. Let's quit then. What? The Count responds without hesitation. I'm not fond of the way these people think. Were it a simple capture, I would not have said anything. But, as you say, any money we make here will be tainted by blood. Although we are here due to the actions of Lupin and the others, I cannot accept money earned in such a barbaric manner. But we really do need the money. Yes, so just this once, I will extend a loan to you. You can take your time to repay me someday. You mean you're going to cover our living expenses? Just until you are all able to acquire a decent income through some other means.
Oh man! St. G, you're the best!
I guess that defeats the purpose of us coming here then. A murder to set an example. The auction venue echoes with shouts of greed-fueled glee. I can't help but feel depressed knowing that someone will be killed, even if that someone is bad. Don't worry, you'll still be taking part in this hunt.
What? If our money problems are solved for now, what point is there for taking part in that?
I'm going to set a condition for the loan I'm about to give you. You must catch the thief alive and anonymously turn him over to Mr. Lionheart. If you successfully accomplish this, I will support your living expenses for the time being.
We all look at one another in response. That's some high road you're taking there. It's gotten into you.
It's nothing. I just thought of it on a whim. I'm an eccentric nobleman after all.
Just like him, he's like, I'm just a crazy person. I'm eccentric. Not. You know what? God doesn't want us to stab this person. It would be wrong. See, that's his all religious stuff. Omnibus is like,
Don't you dare kill that young vampire boy. It would be wrong. God doesn't want that to happen, damn it. Don't you let them kill him.
oh, you crazy, mean psycho bitch trying to kill me, but she's such a nice, sweet little lady. Oh, I'm so confused. The whole path confused me because then you're like, God damn it, stabby count. Oh, and your eyes are open. Oh, look at you. You're so pretty. It's okay. You can stab me again. Dear God. The Count walks over to the seats to wait for the start of the auction.
However, the kind-hearted young lady staying with us looked sad. That might have had something to do with it.
He quietly says this to me as he passes by me. The next item up for bid is a golden Aztec crown. Not only is this fine headpiece crafted from the purest gold, it has a history of bringing good fortune to its owner. Observe the detailed ornamentation, the refined sensibility and outstanding craftsmanship of this ancient culture. 1 million! 2 million! I hear 2 million! 2 million! Are there any other bids? 5 million! Murmurs of surprise erupted this bid. The rich trying to one-up each other for appearances. How petty. Oh, we agree for once. I feel the same way. I take it back. Why do you hate me so? Fucking love it. I just love it. I just love the little random things like that. Like, man, rich people are petty. I know, right? I take it back. I disagree. Then I'm okay with this. What the hell? Just fucking love it. Oh my god. The bounty hunters observe the auction from a corner of the venue. Everyone seems to have their own agenda as they lurk in the darkness, waiting for the moment to arrive.
With this many people after the thief, are you sure they won't get a head start on us?
I'm not concerned about that. The thief in question easily evaded an even greater number of guards in his last heist. I'm sure there are a few highly skilled men in this crowd, but I don't believe they'll be able to capture him.
I see. Where did you get all that information?
I simply asked around while we were waiting. Considering this thief's method of attack, we won't have much to do until the appointed time.
Just as Van Helsing says, there's no indication of the thief's presence.
It's almost 10 p.m. and nothing's happened. And finally, behold tonight's main item. This is Nosferatu's saber.
A woman pushes a cart onto the stage. Set atop is a sparkling golden pendant in the shape of a dagger. Even though I'm no connoisseur of art, I can tell that it's worth a lot from one glance at the craftsmanship. If it's only a few million, I wouldn't mind paying for such a beauty.
Count, it's nice that you're looking into the worth of the piece, but don't forget why we're here. This priceless antique is said to have been worn by Delacroix,
leader of the vampire force in the infamous Vampire War. It is also said that the belongings of vampires hold a special power, and that by wearing them, they will grant you powers. Astounding physical capabilities, or even effects such as rejuvenation and longevity. Because this necklace belonged to the king of the vampires, surely its effects will be most extraordinary.
I don't usually have an interest in items sold outside the law, but that pendant is strangely enticing. It excites the antique collector in me.
Really? He's like, oh, I need the longevity. Yeah, or the physical powers. You need none of that, god damn it. Wow, I've never seen you controlled by greed before. It's an unexpected side.
The auction seems to be proceeding smoothly.
At that moment, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to end this part here. And at that moment, we'll find out what happens at that moment when we come back. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.